the early days when we didn't know anything.
Walks and talks. A little history. I think the people would like to learn about your uncle.
My Uncle Ron left me this farm in Ohio. We've been trying to decide what we're going to do with it for probably about a year now. Hadn't really thought about being a farmer before because I don't know anything about it. I grew up in the suburbs.
We're both city folk.
Yeah, and then lived in the city. This is completely new to me. I don't know anything about farming.
Me neither.
Why did we choose to do a flower farm?
Good advice, I think, from actual farmers. It pairs well with your thought to turn this place into a wedding venue.
We actually had our wedding there. That was what my uncle had intended. He died about a month before we were going to have our wedding there at the farm. The place is a really cool wedding venue, or could be in the future, with a little bit of work.
He built a nice barn for us that he was going to fill with tractors.
When he was building the barn, I asked him, I was like, do you think that you could maybe not fill it up with tractors right away? We really enjoyed that space. We thought, well, maybe someone else would want to have a wedding out in the country. That's where the wedding venue idea came from. And then along with that, what pairs well with a wedding venue? Flower farming seemed pretty cool. I do not have a green thumb. I killed pretty much most of the plants that I've ever attempted.
I planted my first 4 vegetables earlier this year. Dill is doing great. Everything else, not so much. What flowers did you buy? Lily's gonna take a solo trip up to Ohio and drop some flowers in the ground.
I don't even anticipate these are gonna grow. It's gonna be so embarrassing. Like I've got celosia, sunflowers, gomphrena. A girl that I grew up with, her dad actually lives about 5 or 6 houses down from the farm. He's going to help me learn how to keep bees, which I think is pretty interesting, but I don't know. I've never been stung by a bee. I don't want to start now. I've never kept bees. I don't know anything about those either. I was talking myself out of doing a lot of these things because I had never done them before. But I've also had businesses before and I didn't know how to start those in the beginning either. What's so different about starting a farm than starting an organizing business, which I did? If I can start these other businesses from scratch, why can't we start a farm knowing nothing about it?
That's right. With our powers combined, we'll make it a huge success.